predaking faces Optimus Prime across the desert expanse near the Autobot base, the Infernum blade humming in his hand. He can see that the Autobot leader's new weaponry isn't fully activated, and he knows this is a battle he most definitely will win. No more plots, he says. No more grand plans. Megatron is gone, and I will destroy and wipe out your Autobots, and return Cybertron to the old ways. Then his senses detect Optimus Prime reviving an oncoming transmission. The power surges through the arsenal carried by the Autobot leader. Optimus Prime looks into the ancient Predator's eyes and says, "This battle isn't over yet." And Predaking, so confident of his victory only a moment ago, feels fear for the first time in millions of years. So here he is, the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters, Predacons and Rising, Beastfire Predaking. Now this is one of the biggest Transformers Prime figures I've had a look at here on the channel, as it should be. I mean, he is a giant dragon in the show. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you a size comparison just to give you a scale on how big he is compared to the other Transformers Prime figures we've taken a look at so far. Here we have the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters, Predacons and Rising, Beastfire Predaking, next to the Transformers Prime First Edition Megatron. And this is just in the Dragon mode. In the Robot mode, he is massive. He's even bigger than what you see here. I don't even think my camera can capture all of his awesome dragonness, but yeah, there's Megatron compared to Predaking. Here is the Transformers Prime First Edition Dark Energon Starscream next to Predaking. Again, he is massive. And finally, here's Predaking next to Soundwave. So let's take a look at Predaking even closer. So, moving the head down, there's his head sculpt. I believe there's a lot more mahogany, kind of rusty. There's like a lot of gray, a lot of like mahogany. I mean, yes, they got the palette down. He's kind of orange and black, but there is some like mahogany colored reds in there too, and some nice silvers. I mean, they got some silvers on the bottom of his jaw, like predator mandibles, but hey, it is pretty cool. Now this is an electronic figure, so there are some like light up effects and sounds, and by light up effects and sounds I'm assuming that's going to be like screeching sounds that he makes from the show, and like his head will light up that it looks like he's breathing fire. However, I'm too lazy to pick up batteries, so you'll have to look at somebody else's review of this figure. This comes from Target, by the way, but it's really nice. I do like it. The beast fire like cannons fit into his wings. He looks pretty good. I like it. As you can see, the legs just fold out into these stubby kind of back legs, and the sword becomes the tail. I'm not really a fan of these kind of chunky legs because he doesn't look like that at all in the show, but hey, making a figure that actually transforms, you got to make some sacrifices. But anyway, I'm going to take this guy and turn him into robot mode. So let's get that going, shall we? So here is Predaking in his robot mode. Now obviously there are a few things missing because I bought this used and out of package. I believe he had two orange Unicron spikes sticking out like he does in the show. And of course the missiles are missing. But other than that, it's a pretty solid figure. I mean, when you turn it around, it starts to look really goofy because the head and wings of the dragon are just kind of folded out backwards. I mean, the one that I had as a kid, the Predaking that I had as a kid, did a way better job of hiding the wings. They kind of folded up on themselves like they did in the cartoon, but hey, it's still a nice looking figure. Oh, and the Infernum blade right here, which is his tail, simply just clips into his hand like this. And there you have the Infernum Blade. He can attack Optimus Prime or avenge his Predacon brethren on Earth. You know? Well, yeah, pretty cool though. It would have been cool if the blade or like the tip of the tail was kind of like almost like fire looking, because the way they had it set up in the read up, they had it like it was like more like an energon axe, if you know what I mean, like in the Michael Bay movies. Anyway, he is pretty cool looking. He looks awesome. The face sculpt is not too bad, if you can see that there. And of course there's some light piping going through his crest, his spikes on his head. Yeah, pretty cool indeed. I do like it. Also, I like what they did. They added the spark there. Right there. Which is cool. The details on the armored plating and everything is pretty good. And I like the way that Transformers Prime set up the Predacons as if the Predacons themselves are like Cybertronian equivalents of dinosaurs, as they died during the Great Cataclysm, which was an extinction level event from the way Transformers Prime makes it sound. And yeah, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like it. It's awesome. And I like the fact that he can only talk when he's in robot mode. He can't talk when he's in dragon mode. He just makes dragon sounds when he's in dragon mode, which I thought was a cool contrast for the character. This character actually was in Generation 1, however, it was a completely different concept. Predaking was formed by a bunch of different Predacons, rather than Predaking just being his own character like he is in Transformers Prime. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my look at this Predaking, and before we go, let's do some size comparisons, shall we? Here is Predaking next to Megatron. Here is Predaking next to Starscream, the Dark Energon edition, that is. And finally, here is Predaking next to Soundwave. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do take care, and have a great day.